shirt gon' be riddled with makeup. I got you on a fist bump, yeah. Even a smooch on the cheek, but I can't give you no love. My shirt gon' be riddled with makeup. I'm starting to believe Maybelline got it out for me. Why should I have to change my ensemble every time you embrace me? Oh my God, it's ruined. Ever what you're doing. Nigga, this is Louis. I'm not. It was Avalon Exchange, but still. Oh, I got you on a fist bump, yeah. Even a smooch on the cheek, but I can't give you no hug. My shirt gon' be riddled with makeup. I got you on a fist bump, yeah. Even a smooch on the cheek, but I can't give you no hug. My shirt gon' be riddled with makeup.
If you plan on stepping out with a whole nother face on, lead with courtesy and give a tap from my elbow.
This is so wonderful.
Because you all have real shackles. So do this for me. Keep at least 6 feet in between.
Ooh, yeah.
Air kisses. You get air kisses. Air kisses.
Or you can get a fist bump.
Air kisses. Just air kisses.
Or you can get a fist.
Back kisses. You get back kisses. Air kisses.
Or you can get a fist bump.
Air kisses. Fuck your thing kisses. Can mess up our bridges.
Oh,
I got you on a fist bump, yeah. Even a smooch on the cheek, but I can't give you no hug. My shirt gon' be riddled with makeup. I got you on a fist bump, even a smooch on the cheek, but I can't give you no hug. My shirt gon' be riddled with makeup. Damn it.
Got you on a fist bump. Even a smooch on the cheek, but I can't give you no word. My shirt gon' be riddled with makeup. Fist bump. I got you on a fist bump, yeah. Even a smooch on the cheek, but I can't give you no word.
my shit gonna be covered with makeup. Ooh. This is interesting. Unfortunately, one of my cameras is not igniting, or it's not activating for some strange reason, the face camera. I am trying my best not to restart the entire situation. Wait, I might be able to pull this Mac cam. Oh, okay. I'm gonna rock with this. This will be different. In the red, honey. No, this is gonna be different. Hi over there. How are you? Great to have you with us today. I'm gonna send this text out to let people know that I'm indeed live, and we're gonna have a conversation about manifestation today, because I think I don't really care about much else otherwise about that sounds rude, but I most certainly care about the idea of what's going to happen for next year. I'm personally just kind of over 2025. I think it is time to let the girl go. I mean, you know, we got to saunter on out. I'm not mad about a saunter. But what I'm saying is that we can let the focus shift live right now. And I'm going to send this to everyone. And then once I get a little energy in my chat, then let me make sure to pull all the things up, because I wasn't going to do this today, to be honest with you. But I decided that because of the fact that I'm trying to become even semi-consistent, that I would go ahead, energy in my chat, and make it happen. So that is what I'm about to do. So I'm going to call some people in the room. Live for another us conversation. And I'm going to pray that somebody shows up. Because, Lord of mercy, I think I did that wrong. But we just gonna wait. We gonna sing these songs till I get some people in my chat. Live for another us conversation. Let me make sure I get it right this time. I think I got it right this time. I'm just gonna wait because I'm patient, and I'm hoping that those who are interested in joining me on this very bitterly cold night tonight. Give me the oven, night tonight. Oh yeah, night tonight. Give me the oven, night tonight. Oh yeah. I'm gonna wait on you guys, because what else do I have to do in this most interesting space? I got this camera over here working. I'm sending out my young text messages and all the thing. Y'all just gonna have to bear with the computer challenges. Why am I in red this evening? Because I can be, and it doesn't cost anything. How about that? I really like blue. It's something weird about that. So it is. Red is not my favorite. It might work for somebody. It is not working for me. Nick Lee Farmer wouldn't be interested in joining us. Maybe Sherelle. Let's see if we can get some energy before I sit here and talk to myself. I could. Charles, I don't know who that is. Let's see if we can get a few people to join me. It's kind of weird. Carol has not text messaged me back. Here we go. We're going to do this. We're going to give y'all a little time. I guess I could play another tune. I'm nervous about playing tunes. You know that. But I do have an amazing collection of Sunday's tastings on Spotify to pull from. Let's see how underground I can go. Indigo Jam Unit. Let's do that. Come on. See if we can get some people in this chat to chat so we can get it going on just like that. Hey, what are you thinking? Hey, what are you thinking? It might take me a little time to get some people in the chat. It's a little bluer than I need it to be. Let me fix that. Live and direct. And us conversation, bring me my respect. Hey, I see you lurking. Hopefully you're not working. I'm a J-Boo. What's happening? It is time. I am improvising. One of my cameras is acting weird. Playing a tune or two, hoping that I don't get blocked for copyright. And us conversation, we're going to talk about manifestation. I think I'm inspired by our text. It almost looked purple. Beautiful too. I hope I don't get copyright blocked for playing this jam. It's called Sepia. Indigo Jam Unit. Things a little wonky, but I'm gonna make it do what it does. That's a little warm. Give you a little ambiance before we get started. I'm trying to get a few more people in this situation so we can, because I can talk about lots of things. Yes. Please. It's a lot of people already in the bed and everything. What are the repeating numbers? Let's go. I sent the same by 2. Today is the 14th. Boom. Oh. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. I wasn't going to do this, but I'm trying to maintain some level of consistency about these particular situations. I need to make sure to make note of Sepia, this amazing song that oh Lord. I kind of knew that. I'm getting text messages in response to the fact that I'm adding these people to join us. Give me a second. It's going to be interesting, Lord. Sepia Indigo Jam Unit is not coming up on my timeline. We're going to use voices. Forget it. I'm posting in Instagram so that we might get a few more people to join us. It may not happen. It's okay. We have to get this done regardless. It all... I'm trying not to tell people's business. How you spell the boy's name? Mind your business. Throw out the old, release and make room for the new. Absolutely, positively important. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to not throw out these two computers that are pissing me off right now. This one is still being weird. It's not the color that I want it to be, Lord. It's an interesting thing. So everything came up really great at first, and then all of a sudden I looked around and I was like, my audio was jacked up. So I was like, let me reboot everything. I did that. I'm trying not to throw the computers out because that's what they make me want to do. Throw out the old. We are in a slack. She says she about to burn this bitch to the ground. I do understand. I'm sipping soursop tea. I typically don't get sick. I'm not gonna say that I am. I have like a little smidge of a little something in my throat right now, and soursop tea has done it for me. I have not been as diligent about drinking tea. I'm trying to get back on my page. Who's the lurker? Because we could use some energy in the chat. I'm still trying to get myself set up. Hi guys, welcome. I'm preparing for the conversation. Technology is being a little bit wonky this evening, but we're going to try to push through. My favorite camera, the one that's supposed to show my face, is not working. And what I am doing is improvising. So we're going to be using this girl. I guess I'm going to be looking over here a lot. Hey, how y'all doing? A little extra purple. It's a little extra pinkish purple, but we're going to get through it. Alma says it's slash and burn season. That's kind of interesting. I mean, I never have a problem burning sage, Lord. Let's get our... I'm going to need a checklist. I'm going to need an assistant soon because I don't even want to do all the stuff that I have to do anymore. I'm doing too much, somebody would say. I'm doing too much of the things that I have to do. I do not know. I just know for certain that I don't want to continue to have to wrestle with every part of this process of creation. Because it's a lot on it's a lot of energy. Hi, thank you for joining us. Kay Carson, Kay Boogie, how are you in the world of all things Georgia, I presume? Thank you for tuning in. Is it Lay or Leah? I don't even know how to get that out of you. I think we met last evening at the Good Booze Box here in the city of Chicago. Thank you so much for tuning in. We're going to have a conversation about manifesting, Lord, because it's the end of the year. I'm going to tell you a couple stories. I had a most interesting... Leah, thank you. I just want to make sure because, we don't want to go jacking everybody's name up. People jack my name up all the time. Phantom. Somebody I've been working with for years still calls me Phantom. So, I try my best not to jack up people's names. Alma, are you there? I appreciate you guys tuning in. Alma and I have a bunch of collaborations that we work on here in the city of Chicago. We're empowering and inspiring each other. Grateful to have y'all with us this good evening. Let's start off with the story. I think I should start off with the story. Who's sipping tea? I'm having soursop tea right here on my right of me. I don't know if you know the properties of soursop, but most certainly it has aided me. Oh, Lord. All these years it's aided me in my plight to stay well. I have not endured many things. I don't think I had COVID. We're not going to talk about that. This might be stand-up. I don't know. It just depends on who you are. Soursop tea is my choice. It's anti-inflammatory. It's aided me well over 6 or 7 years in my plight to stay healthy and well. Anytime I get a little tingle in my throat, I down some soursop tea, and before the night is over, I have probably urinated about 1,000 times, and I no longer have sore throats. So having said that, if I had to give you a sponsor, I don't know how many people make soursop tea, but I most certainly know that I live and die by the sword of soursop. Having said that, let's just get into it. So amongst all of the things that I am tasked with doing in terms of marketing and promoting myself, as well as some comrades, see all the stream elements popping up. You see, you can go to spaces and places, click links. I'm not even certain. Fathom DJ Entities LLC. That is correct.com. Oh, it's still wrong. The HTTP is wrong. Father God, forgive me. I can't do everything. So in addition to everything else that I do, including messing up links, Lux Listenings is hot. See, Lux Listenings came up and that's hot. Unfortunately, I need a team. And so one of the things that Amma is supporting me with, as I am supporting her with a bunch of things we make content. Amma is not doing a very good job of releasing her content, but that's another story we're not going to talk about on camera. But in addition to the fact that I'm helping her record and produce content, she's helping me foundationalize my non-for-profit organization. We're preparing structures and getting things set up for this new year. And I have the feeling that it is most certainly going to be abundant. She says, sorry, don't tell me that you sorry. It's those your endeavors, Jesus. They are not my endeavors, honey. But I would like to see you prosper and thrive and, maybe pick up some clients and things of that nature. Visibility is one way to do that. But we're going to talk about that on Tuesday. What I was going to say is, in addition to all the other things that I have going on that I am doing, I'm partaking in continuing to service clients in the natural hair space. And so I was in Evanston. She's still learning. Girl, learn. Ooh, sorry. You are learning, but you don't have to. All you have to do is ask, because I got you, because I want to see you thrive and succeed in many capacities. So once a month, so I have clients that I'm taking in my space, right? You could laugh. I just keep my chat hot. You could curse and kick and do all the things in the chat as long as you maintain consistency. Thank you very much. So I took a trip to Evanston, like I do every month, to service one of my clients. I am very blessed and honored to be in the life of such a amazing family, a great group of people overall, and just a great community in a household that I get to service a gentleman that I've been servicing for well over almost 20 years on and off with his lock maintenance. So I went there, and when you go to these spaces, particularly with people that you love, it's a whole day. So I go there for the whole day. I was on my way home from there, and of course, I like to take the train. That might be some interesting things to talk about, but I love Chicago subway. I love taking the train from the south side to the north side. It's something that I've always loved doing my entire life. Even though it's a lengthy excursion from the neighborhood that I live in, which is south, to Evanston, I love taking the train. And because I am who I am, I always like, yeah, I could walk down the street at 3:00 in the morning, 4:00 in the morning, and I don't get bothered. I'm typically not afraid. I do have that I will beat your ass look most of the time, but that has been with me most of my life. But this time I was on my way back. Everything's going well, right? I walked to the L station from their house, which is like at the end of the block. Hopped up on Davis. That's the purple line. Got on the perp. It was right there as soon as I got up the stairs. Pow, I was like, yeah. And this is before it was getting cold. Got on the train, got to the red line, exchanged to Howard, right? It worked. Everything was going well. Got on the train, and a young man got on the train. And typically when people get on the train, I'm just like, yo, I'm good. I'm good on the train, doing my thing on the train. But Spirit was like, uh-oh, when he got on the train. And I was like, why is the uh-oh happening? I don't do uh-ohs. What is going on here? While I'm editing this link because it's bothering me. It'll be edited in a second. Here we go. Ooh, that's a big P. All right, and it's saved. So you'll be able to click the links if you decide that you want to venture to my websites. It should be better now. So anyway, he got on the train, and I'm gonna post this video because I'm gonna make a narrative to support what I experienced. It's gonna be short, but he gets on the train. He's looking at me, and I'm like, this is kind of weird. And then I reminded myself when I was on my way to Evanston, people were just all in my face. Like, people were like looking at me like I don't belong on the L stop, or looking at me like, "Who? She looks so cool." And people was like, "I love your hair," and all of these things. So I was getting a lot of attention going to Evanston. And so on the way back, this guy gets on the train and he's looking at me. So I'm like, and so he kind of settled into his seat across from me. And I have this thing that I'm doing, like I'm filming myself on the L stations, and it's a part of my narrative too. This dude pulled out a crack pipe. He pulled out a crack pipe. He must have been like between 20. He might have been like 20, between 22 and maybe 25. He literally pulled a crack pipe out. And a crack rock. And he put the crack rock in the crack pipe and he lit it. And I filmed it. And so I was talking to Jesus because when he lit the crack pipe, my first thought was, I don't want to inhale this shit. Because I was like, I don't want to inhale no crack because I got social media addictions. I don't need no crack pipes. I'm good on that. Like, I got other addictions, procrastination, whatever you want to call them. Sometimes you just get caught. But I'm going to post it on my Instagram page because I'm going to post it on Instagram. I'm probably going to post it on TikTok. I got two, probably like one 12 second, one like 9 second of him, because I literally was filming with another little camera that I have because I like the train. So I'm creating this. I'm serious. I don't have to joke. I don't have time to joke with you. I was there. I told my mother about it today and I was almost weeping because it bothered me. So he just literally sat there and he pulled the crack pipe out and he packed it and he lit it and was like, he did it. Then he went to another car because he left and I kind of relaxed and other people got on the train. Then he came back with some other friends who were, the train friends. I don't know what to call them. They looked disheveled. The train friends did what the train friends do, hanging out. Then he sat back down, probably when we got closer to like downtown, and lit it again and was smoking. And this time he was in a different scene. We can have that conversation about the variances of addictions. Some people are addicted to sex. Some people are addicted to sugar. Some people are addicted to water. Some people are addicted to lying. Like, like everybody's got their thing, they say. But his eyes did this when he did it the second time. Like I was at a different angle. He did the second time, and it was like like this. His pupils would like racing kind of back and forth, and I caught it. And I was telling my mother, and like I was in awe. I sent the family that I visit. I'm trying to, because everybody don't want you in their business. I sent the family a text message, and I was just like, I'm on the train and this dude is smoking crack, and I'm just like overwhelmed. And so, of course they were like, make sure you communicate with us once you get safe. And I didn't, I didn't feel like, outside of the fact that it was freezing cold, everything else was cool for me on the train. Got off the train. The security guards was on the L stop that I got off on, or the train stop. I dapped them out. Walked upstairs, knees freezing because I didn't have enough clothes on. Walked home, all good. But when I talked to my mother about it today, because I have a mentee who is 15 years old, and I have a lot of young people that are starting to circling around me and wonderfully I'm blessed, and I'm just thinking about the needs of a few people. And I thought about it. I was just like, I've seen a lot of prosperity for us. I watched a video today on TikTok as well as Instagram, where these black people were on 79th Street, 79th and Stony Island, handing out bags of food. And, these young black men are being upstanding citizens. And like, we gonna paint a different narrative. We know what we're seeing in the news. Like there was a whole like moment on my timeline of pride for black people in Chicago, and like these brothers are out in the street. I should find that link. I probably should send it to you, but I think based on the conversation, it will find you how the algorithms work. But it was just in my spirit today. I was like, this black boy was smoking rocks on the train. And I was like, Lakumi, what's happening? Thank you for tuning in. I'm so glad you caught the vibe. I should have sent you the text message. I'm a little out of sorts today in terms of my marketing. I did send it to a few places, so you found it. Thank you. Sipping the sour sop tea, talking about black. Oh! What's happening? That's my brother Bilal. Where's my sister? How y'all doing this evening? Yeah, it was a super happy moment. I was encouraged, but my mind went back to the black boy on the train smoking rocks. On the red line, smoking rock like that. I'm a post a video because I'm in a very creative space right now. It's the end of the year. Manifestation. We got this whole conversation we're gonna have. Not necessarily a ritual of sorts, but if I can aid anybody in taking or partaking in the idea of what I am going to do, we're going to have a beautiful year for 2026. So at the end of the day, though, it's just like what I experienced, just my spirit was just, I almost cried today when I was telling my mom the story about watching this young man. You know, he was a nice looking dude too. Well, look, he ain't my type. But I was like, he a nice looking kid, nice little body. He had a little, style. He wasn't homeless, and he didn't look homeless. But he definitely, he didn't look. He felt troubled energetically. The train friends, right? He had some train friends, but he didn't feel like he looked energetically. I felt like something was weird with him. And then when he pulled out the crack pipe, then it got real. And I was like, I'm not going to run, because I was sitting across from him. You know how they have that when you first get on the train, the two sets of seats that sit facing each other. I was sitting there by the doors, and he was sitting across from me. And that's why I have the video. I should have probably loaded the video. It's on my phone. I could put it up so you could see it. But I'm just gonna tell you that I'm gonna create a narrative about it, because I was so disturbed, and it affected me immediately, because I was like, oh, I hope I'm not inhaling this crack smoke. Number one. And number two, I was just like, people still smoke rocks. And I'm like, these young people are out here struggling like that. And I was like, could I have talked to him? I was like, I can't, because I'm nervous, because he was already looking at me. And then when he smoked it twice, the fidgety in his eyes, I was like, yo, I'm not going to even try to minister. Right. Because I'm not going to try to. I'm like, this is a brilliant kid. I'm sure that if I had a conversation with him, I could probably be like, because I'm a cool at this point, I might be somebody's grandma, Lord. But I'm a cool kid of my own. And, I have, a magnetization thing. I could probably have a conversation with him and be like, I know it's something you really want to do with your life besides smoking rocks. I know it's a medication. I know that you're probably enduring something that is heavy, So when he came back, I realized that he had a pack of clothes, and it was neat. It looked like he had just washed his clothes. His clothes were in a bag, and he sat next to the clothes the second time he smoked the rocks, and he was going somewhere because he got off the train. Clean dude. He probably was 22. That bothered my spirit today when I told my mother that story. I was like, I was almost broke up about it. It weirded me out. So, and I know everybody isn't having a wonderful year, right? I must tell you that this year, and God's grace in my life, really shocked me. Last year around this time, I really didn't have a lot of answers. When I took my last trip to Atlanta for the Thompson Hotel, I was telling Amma the other day that I'm gonna release my last mix from the Thompson Hotel, and it was raining when I was there. And before I left, I released this video because I was really like financially, I had hit a little bit of a low, and things were kind of wonky for me. And I hit the ground in Atlanta, and I was like, I don't know what's going to happen, but I know I got to start looking for work. And, took a bunch of phone calls, reached out to a bunch of people. The whole entire time that I was in Atlanta, I was there for 4 days based on the travel schedule that I had. And I literally was on the sofa in East Point, just literally applying for jobs and making phone calls and talking to people and doing all these things. And got back to Chicago, landed, took some interviews, filled out more apps, and literally maybe the second week of January, after arriving and having a really great experience with my sister, I got this job. And it was like, boom, thank you, Lord. Got the job, rolled in, did all the things. The training was paid for, remote opportunity. And Spirit was like, literally, as soon as I got the job, Spirit was like, you're not going to be here long. And I was like, what do you mean I'm not going to be here long? Spirit's like, just give it a couple months. Literally gave it a couple months. Probably like April, God was like, you can let go now. I let the job go. And then all of a sudden these opportunities start coming in and fortifying themselves. And, I will tell you what I did at the end of December of 2024 that I think you might want to try with me. That's where I'm going with the manifestation conversation. So at the end of the year, last year, I asked Sunshine Rewind, who is, I can claim her now as one of my mentees and a growing DJ here in Chicago that I met through the internet, asked her to join me at a space called Everything Bar on December 20th of last year. Did he see you recording him? I think he kind of did see me recording him. I think he did. I think because I have a small, this camera. I have this little Canon V10 camera that kind of looks, I don't know. I think you could tell it's a camera. And then I have my phone. I recorded him on my phone though, because I was like changing my music over and getting my earbuds paired and stuff. So I don't know if he knows that I recorded him. But so we did this event in the basement of Everything Bar, and a friend who prayed for me when I was making my decision to move back to Chicago in 2022 came to the event. And she's, a spirit of her own. She knows she's a beacon. She told me to ask God to send me my people. Right? Like she was like, you need to ask God or tell God. It wasn't a demand. But she was like, ask God to send you your people. God, send me my people. Send me my people. And so I did exactly what she asked in that basement on December 20th of 2024. And then these people, new people who I've worked with before in the city of Chicago, popped up, booked me for things. NAFC, the restaurant in South Shore, popped up and was like, we want you to be here every other Thursday. A bunch of clients popped up. Clients started asking me, hey, I want you to twist my hair, or hey, my son needs his hair done. He wants to start locks or maintain his locks, things of that nature. Things just started happening all year long. I mean, all year long. Like literally, as soon as I quit that job that I was kind of frustrated with, I hung up the phone. I remember hanging up the phone and literally probably like an hour later, I got this text message from this woman who was considering having a birthday party in Atlanta. And she was like, Fathom, I need you to do my birthday party. And I know you're in Chicago and whatever. I need to get, an idea for my event. And literally 2 hours after I quit the job. And then when I had a meeting and I did what I was told, to be honest with you. I did what a beacon told me to do. She told me to tell God to send me my people. And I think we had this conversation. And I meet at least once a week Alma is one of my people. Like literally, like Alma is one of the people that I didn't know Alma before that night. Well, that's not true. I met Alma in the flesh at Booze Box. She came to Everything Bar. She was in Everything Bar that night. I literally just looked at the footage of Everything Bar and Alma boogieing tonight. And Alma came into the program and was like, wait, let me look at you. What else do you do? What are you doing? And we've been aiding each other and helping each other ever since. Basically, we started really focusing on that, late summer, early fall. And yeah, Alma's one of my people and I'm one of hers. And so in essence, manifesting, if we are going to, what are you doing? If we are going to manifest together, if we are going to manifest separately, I think for this coming year, and we 6 days away from the beloved date that I was in that basement, and I was just like, girl, I don't know how the rent is going to get paid, and I don't have these answers, and I need a job and all these things. And Tasha said to me, tell God to send you your people. And literally in that basement. So I'm saying we 6 days away. I'm going to do it again at Wax Vinyl Bar. And I have asked a few people over the course of the year since I found this method to say that, send me my people. And one of those people that I requested to do that is in Detroit. And I will say that he is like, he makes my t-shirts and my hoodies. So today I got this hoodie on. I'm going to stand up so you can see it. It says Jazzy Soulfulness. Joseph James is a Libra. He is a creative. He's a house head to the death. He's made my Lux Listenings apparel. Click the links. You'll see those things. Jazzy Soulfulness is on my hoodie. These are going to be available upon request. The hoodie is not available yet. The t-shirts most certainly are. The link is on Lux Listenings and it's on my website. You'll see the links come up. I think, I fixed the Fathom DJ link. I'm not sure if it's on that site, but it definitely is on the Lux Listenings site under Lux Apparel. This is an offering. They're $22 with shipping, period. Like out the gate, he prints them and he'll ship them directly to you based on you ordering, and me connecting him to send them to you. But Joseph James has been prospering since he said, send me my people. We had a whole unpacking the other day. God, look, my brother, baby brother in Atlanta and Georgia's like, God be God. So, I wouldn't be who I am if I hadn't come into the space to give you that. What we are manifesting. Alma mentioned to me in a text message this afternoon, that she got to burn some things. Alma, what did you say earlier? Because I'm a little loopy, child. I'm actually quite sleepy, but I'm trying to keep my word. Sunday's tastings would typically be happening and I would be playing music, but I have to move that content to Twitch because I don't want no problems on this channel. I've had an uptick. I got almost 5,000 subscribers. That's new. I'm creating content here of a different nature. So a flamethrower. Yeah, like she said, burn it. Alma said you got to burn and get rid of some things. If you have to burn some things down and get rid of some things and get rid of some people and do all the things, that this is the time for us to do that. And I agree. Like, I literally told my mother today, I was like, either we gonna have some real conversations about what's gonna happen in 2026, or we not gonna have no conversations at all. Like, let's sit and map out what we want to see. Let's hold each other accountable. January 3rd through the 13th, Chicago, February 5th to the 10th. Joseph James. I think you guys have crossed paths. Donald Wilson, cosmic kisses to Donald Wilson. Donald Wilson, sagitation. Greetings and salutations. I'm not doing this with y'all. But Donald Wilson is manifesting. He's creating, making waves, getting back to his former better self. Like, it's a movement. What I heard this morning when I woke up was that we've experienced propaganda. I could say that to you. Let me look at you like it's true. Let me look at you. I hate looking at this little rinky dink thing right here. It's ridiculous. I'm also we have experienced some propaganda, and I knew that when it happened. I'm being honest. In 2024, when these people decided to elect the president of the United States again, I was like, I see nothing but amazing things happening in 2025. And everybody else was flailing like they were about to pass out and die and everything. And 2024 was not a great year for me. It was a shift year. And I had some things that I needed to experience. But I was like, 2025 is going to be amazing. And I cannot say that it was not. Like, I know propaganda was we gonna die. No, we've done a lot of interesting things this year that I think we would not have done if we had not gotten the president that we got. Like, a lot of things have happened. Organization wise, look at Target. And I would like to see that. I would like to see some further organization of group economics. So I'm struggling right now with Amazon. I don't know if you're struggling with Amazon, because I heard that we're not supposed to be buying nothing from Amazon. If this is a us conversation, this is why we're having it. Not easy. It's not supposed to be easy, girl. Come on. It's not supposed to be easy. No, that's not how you learn. That's not how you grow. Easy. Now, I will say this to you. I will say this. The mind is a most interesting place, because I said something in the bathroom. Jesus be me in the bathroom in the shower a lot of times. He like talking to me dead on in the shower. You can laugh if you want to. I know what I know. And I said something to Jesus last week, and literally I was like, let me tell you what I'm doing. And she pops up with this, and I was like, I literally just asked for this in the shower. I literally was talking to God about what I needed, and here you are, boom. An agricultural technique where farmers cut down vegetation, let it dry, and then burn it to clear land for planting crops like corn, rice, yams. Amma is brilliant. I need y'all to know that firstly. Because I'm using the ashes. Come on, Ajay Boo. Bring the gifts. So I'm not about to burn my house down. But I will tell you that that is very much like burning sage, in my opinion. When the farmers cut down vegetation / let it dry out, right? Then burn it to clear the land for planting crops like corn. Like you got to clean your closets, and I mean, this is not a new thing for us. Like, every year somebody's like, oh, I need to get rid of this and I have to do this and blah, 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 blah. But there's a level of specificity and intention, I think, that goes with this. Yeah. Right. I'm so glad that you understand me, B, because I told my mother that. I was like, I talked to Jesus in the shower. I feel like Jesus meet me in the shower. Jesus, God, whomever you call it. I not in the traditional Jesus sense, I want you to be aware. But it's a running joke for me. I'm like, yo, I be talking to Jesus in the shower. And people be like, oh, you stupid. I'm like, yeah, whatever. I do. I'm super connected in the water in my shower. It's a real space for me. But that makes perfect sense, that the jugular vein and the shower and the water. And I love the water. Like, I was stressed out in 2022 shortly after I moved back here. And I really still feel some kind of way that I don't live in walking distance to the lake here in Chicago. I used to live in walking distance to that lake. One of the reasons why I decided to move back to Chicago, to be quite honest with you, was rooted in the fact that I felt like I needed to be closer to water. And I'm not saying that there ain't water in Georgia, right? But not living close enough to it, not having that source that I could just easily walk to and anchor myself and ground myself. There, like, when I got back here, I was so nervous. I was so stressed out because the changes that were being made, like, I literally had, and you may have seen me post some of these pictures on Instagram. I was like doing full video shoots and full shoots at the lake in September and October of 2022. And I would go to the lake. Man, water is important. Like, people don't realize how powerful water is. I miss alkaline water. Not that I can't get it, but from the source. Mommy Wata. Yemeya Oshun. Come on, bring the gift. This is how we roll. So in essence, I would love for you to share some of your favorites. Just, I'm not telling you, I don't have to tell all your business. I'm not telling, Ashayo, come on, people. Come on. Like, we can have all the conversations in the world. It's an us conversation. See, come on, like we're all joined together in this room, virtual, to talk about manifestations, and I love this. I love the testimony that comes about when two or more are gathered. I mean, the testimonies we having with one, for me, I'm just going to tell you that I got a special gift. But when two or more are gathered and we are on the same vibration, I have nothing but optimism. I have nothing but miraculous energy for 2026. I'm as my right hand in a lot of ways right now. Like, she been coming through for me in a lot of ways. And like, we talk so much. I do understand. It's nobody is, but if it's meant for you to have another job based on whatever has to happen to Amazon, again, God is going to show and prove. But as it stands, I got a cart right now. Look, I got a cart. on Amazon. I'm about to pull a couple triggers. I'm just being honest. It is the easiest resource for me. So my mother and she was like, did you see if my hoodies is gonna show up? And I'm looking at this camera that I want to purchase. I've been doing content creation for some clients and friends lately. Like, so Amazon is a hard one to let go of for the peoples. Sip some soursop tea and let's continue. So yeah, I want you to be, I don't know what what y'all thinking, but I definitely think that if we're on the same page, I already know what Amazon, I know what 2026 is going to do for me. God has already shown me. Everyone who has come to my house for any particular reason consistently, as a client, as a friend, as a confidant, as a collaborator of any capacity for content or any of those things, God has put some people in my life. Look at this one. Scroll. Good evening, Libra. Hi. Thank you for joining us on this frigid, most interesting evening here in the city of Chicago. Thank you for joining us. There's a powerful room of people in my chat. You might know Rob Scroll Thompson. He's a DJ. He's a Libra. He's a deep brother. We up in here about to manifest. Dude, I don't know where you live in the world of spirituality, because I don't think we have had that conversation yet. But most certainly, as it pertains to how we're rolling for 2026, it's up. You see my videos. Every time I do a talking head video, at the end of the video, I am saying what? 2026 is up. Like, it's not down. It's not lateral. It's positioned itself to rise, because that's the feeling that I get. I got that feeling in 2024. My best friend was like, this is going to be a terrible year and everything's going to go wrong. And this man is in office and he's a nutcase and all these things. And this is why. And I was like, I got to be honest with you, because, I'm a real chick I was like, fuck that. I was like, I don't care if you are living in the fake world of propaganda and lack and all of those things. She's an Aquarian, so they're kind of dramatic. But I'm like, if you live in that world, for you, that is on you. I'm not living in that world with you of terror. Like, some of y'all watch the news and y'all just nosedive. Just, oh my God, this is what they said today, and everything is going wrong, and oh my God, and they're taking this, and they're doing this, and this, and this. And I'm like, why are you recycling all of that? You're erasing and eliminating God. I'm like, these people on the news, these politicians, these people cannot have you so outside of yourself that you are disconnected from the source. Don't make me preach tonight. All that wrong revealed so much truth. Keep lying to yourself if you want. Theater of the absurd. That's the one thing I miss about Chicago, the water. I wrote a whole book sitting on Lake Michigan in my spot. Yeah, like the water is these are delays. So I apologize that I have to go back and forth because everybody's on a different page. It's all love here, and I'm sure we'll connect on the spiritual side. And one aspect of believing, you asked me to do one thing, which is to be patient. See, I'm not playing. Come on. Join us in the world of Delulu. Somebody thinks I'm delusional. Like, well, this bitch gonna roll up and say she gonna get this, and this. I'm sorry. I have to be honest with you because I'm a real chick doing real chick things. So I pull it together really well, and when I have to on this ground, when I'm making what I need to make happen, God knows my heart, so I can say what I need to say to you and you'll love me the same, or you can kiss my ass. I'm just being honest at this point. Right. I don't care what I hear on the news. We ain't running nowhere, and I damn sure ain't going underground with nobody. So, Belial, this is a conversation that we could have, because people are really bouncing. It's some people. Amma wouldn't be here if she didn't have to be. She's moving to Ghana. She's moving back to the motherland at some point in the near future. People are bouncing. I'm not mad about that. I'm not mad that people are bouncing. He said he ain't going nowhere. Right. I'm not mad at that. Look, God does things on his time, not ours. I'm sleepy, so I'm trying to read off of both screens. Therefore, we should be still and let God do what he does best. I'm assuming that's what you meant. Out of here. I mean, like, that's the hard thing about the friends. Like, some of the friends really buy into that political space, and I'm not saying that the things that they see are not happening. I'm not saying that a lot of changes have been made that don't work for society. I'm not denoting or belittling the agenda that has been specifically drawn, and some of that stuff is coming to pass. I'm not completely like just blind to everything, but every time I have a conversation with particular people, I always say to them, because they be flailing in the water of propaganda, I'm like, I do not hear you talk about the universe, God, and how good God is enough. I don't. And literally, when I woke up this morning to do my astrological practices that I do, they were like, you better make sure that when you wake up, you give grace and you give thankfulness for everything. Because if you create that space that makes you feel like you go to Facebook or social media entirely, you're looking at somebody's life and you're like, I wish I had that. And I wish I had Balenciaga boots and a Chanel bag, and I wish I was flying all over the world. If you don't say that you are grateful for what you have, that you are thankful, that you are blessed, that God has done amazing things for you, you put yourself in the spirit of lack. And I believe that, like, and God be like, oh, you don't appreciate, you don't appreciate any of these things that I've given to you. I'm just going to take this shit away then, because you don't need it. So let's just gather up all of the things that you've acquired that you've been so good to have. Let me just gather them and lock them up so you can't have them no more, and you gone out in the field and figure that shit out. And yeah, and so that's why I'm like, nah, you're not going to have me. And I mean, I have those moments too, like, oh, like, do you need another pair of boots even though you gave all your stuff away? A lot of stuff sold, a lot of stuff when you moved to Atlanta. Do you need to accumulate more? Can you work with what you have? Like, why are you so, like, no, you have what you need and you thank God. And then when it's time for you to get more, then you properly place it back in the universe. You hand it to somebody or how you dispose of it. And then you say, thank you, God, for allowing. And then you get more, not, I got like 7 cars, but I really want a Lambo. Man, I just don't feel good about my life because I don't have a Lambo. Or Like me, oh, I got 2 computers I'm using here, and one of them is older and the other one is speedier, but I'm using both of them. I'm like, I just can't wait to get a new computer. No, I'm very grateful that these devices have aided me. Some more traveling to West Africa for sure. I mean, like, who is not talking about Burkina Faso? Burkina Faso. I had literally just introduced Burkina Faso to my baby brother. He travels to South Africa. He's like, what's Burkina Faso? I was like, the work starts now. Like, it's a lot to learn. I'm like, people have been talking about Ghana and our excursions. People have been talking about South Africa and our connectivity and the prosperity and, just the possibilities that live there. And I think that we all should be like, hey, who do we know? Can we make connections not just because we want to run, because we have equity here. We have equity here. Sweat equity. This country owes us. But that does not say that just because you live here, you should not be connected and building other possibilities, resources, and things of that nature in other places. It's funny that you mentioned God taking away things from people. Simply put, I believe that when God provides for you and when you don't appreciate or should appreciate for what God has given you, you miss out on the true essence of what blessings is or represents. No, it's real. Khalees is doing some introduction. She been doing. Khalees is not a punk. She is a pioneer for sure. She's got food sources. I think she's got some doesn't she have like meat products or something? Isn't she like creating like farm animals? Like, Khalees is not a joke. Like they tried to put a wham bam on Khalees, but Khalees is smart and she is very resourceful and she is making it happen. I don't see her a lot on my timeline, but I'm sure based on the fact that we're sitting here having this conversation, when I jump back on one of the social media sites, all of a sudden all this stuff about Khalees is going to come up because they listening. I'm a firm believer in order for one to receive God's blessings, you have to be a blessing of someone else. You should. We could have conversations about insecurities. We could have conversations about how hateful. I don't know if you're on Threads with us, but we could have conversations about how interesting Chicago's DJ community is in that capacity. If we are to have examples of insecurities, it's a lot of people who are sitting around watching people, and they're not even, they're watching. Everybody's sitting around watching somebody and they're like, oh, I ain't about to help him. I ain't about to help her. I don't want to see you rise. I don't want to see you be better than me. I have people around me who like scared. I ain't trying to help you. I don't want you to be. Why would I help you to be better looking than me? Why would I help you to be in a better position? I want you beneath me. I don't want you to prosper. It's not just Chicago, love. Let's be clear. Now that and like, don't pretend like you were in Atlanta and you didn't get at least a glimpse of the most interesting type of people that live. Maybe, I'm not sure, because Atlanta is a Hollywood of its own. But there are a lot of people who are like, oh no, I need you beneath me. I don't want you to prosper. Why would I do that? We don't want everybody to have everything equally. Come on now. Like, There's a system of command that they want to keep. Oh my God, Balenciaga. Everybody can't wear Balenciaga. I don't know why Balenciaga keeps coming up, but collaborations should happen. I'm trying to be different because I do have standards. You should, it's not everybody's work though, because I don't think everybody is evolved. Got to be grateful for all the things good and challenging all things. God is amazing. Yeah. I wouldn't be sitting here at this desk if I didn't know that's the case. Cause baby, like when I tell you, like sometimes I wake up and cry. I be like, woo, Jesus. I'm like, I don't know what you're doing, but I can feel you moving. I'm just going to sit here and wait for you to figure it out. What am I supposed to do besides put it all in your hands? Put it in his hands. Yes, they most certainly. Yep, they not mad at you at what you do. They're mad it's you doing it. Like my level of spirituality is beyond, I don't really need to explain to those of you who are believers that there's a level of intuitiveness that goes along. It's layers. Like you could do a lot of things, right? It's very layered, but when I tell you that it's one of the things that I have been blessed and cursed with is people, like somebody said in one of my readings, they were like, these people sit around and they watch you and they keep wondering, how do you do it? They just keep watching you because they're just like, how does she keep inserting herself? And how does she maintain? They're so fixated and hateful at the same time. And I'm like, I'm not saying that I'm not the girl to be like, I'm blessed and highly favored. I really don't like that. I don't like the elitism involved in that idea that highly favored, like I'm special, or you're not highly favored like me in God's eyes. Everybody cannot have the gift of. I don't think I believe that. I don't like the elitism involved in that term, blessed and highly favored. I just say, if we are all blessed. Maybe you just haven't activated that space. That's what I want to say. Somebody has not activated the space. Like I have been for the last year really battling myself about self-doubt. And it's very layered. And I'm looking at the wrong camera because this camera is supposed to be on. I've really been battling myself about self-doubt. And part of it, and I think I told one of my comrades this, part of my self-doubt is based on being a different child in my family. I'm just giving you the math. Being a different child in my family. Like being like, hey, we see you. You're not like the others. So you just be quiet and don't be weird and don't. You remember how your grandparents would say, children are to be seen and not heard. Like I took that shit literally. Like I was like, that children are to be seen and not heard. be quiet. Don't talk. Don't say anything. Don't touch anything. Don't move. Don't. How much oppression is that? Oh, you're the weird one. Nobody like, oh, Lord, here comes the weirdos. What's she gonna do, Lord? And that really stifles your kid. That really stifled a lot of children. It really has created a level of, and a level of just like, I have to battle self-doubt and remind myself that God has given me a special gift, because somebody has always been like, push her down. Ooh, you're different. You can't occupy the space. We don't like mediocrity. Likes mediocrity. We don't want you to evolve. We don't want you to be different. You're supposed to be like everybody. Like, even at this age, you have those moments like, oh. What determines if one is blessed and highly favored? That's a good ass question. Because I don't know any of these people who have been like, well, I know I'm blessed and highly favored because Jesus did. Who said? Who said it? I don't know. You know, I have all these questions. I don't want to ruffle feathers because I know some of y'all are like real Bible thumpers and stuff, you know, and that's one of the things, like, I'm so analytical and critical that I ask a lot of questions. I'm like, well, how do you know that that's real? Or who did you get that source from? Or why did I do it all the time because that's just what I do. So, but there are people, our children need rites of passage to express themselves in a comfortable space. Absolutely. But see, these are evolved people. We're talking about evolved people with specificity. Now, you know, if depending on how you were, maybe they got the message in the everybody does. You might have a different message than me, but I'm not gonna snub someone else who has a spirit of God. I'm not the girl to be like, oh no, I'm better than, no, I'm different. And that might make you feel some kind of way, being different. Make you feel like, you know, I'm special in God's eyes. You better bone up on your special. But I'm human and I make mistakes sometimes and things of that nature because I'm human. But somewhere in that, like, I was intentional, like I was listening, I was being still and being quiet and listening. And God said to me, he was like, in his own way, I'm gonna try to be nice. In his own way, God was like, them people really did a number on you as a kid. Them people did a number on you. They knew you was, and I akin that to the like of the story of Jesus, where it's like, they knew you had a special light. And you know what they did to Jesus with the special light? You see what happened to him? They threw rocks at his ass and drug him down the middle of the street. He was trying to save everybody. He had all these magic tricks. And they were like, nah, we hate you. So, if you got to give anything like that, well, you see what they did to Jesus. Yeah, I did. That was regardless to whether you believe that story is true or not. I think that the idea of the narrative associated with that story is a real space for people. Like, there are really people who are gifted and have to pay some really incredible costs based on the gifts that they have. It's a real thing. The Book of Clarence. I'm not sure. I think I heard of that. I haven't watched a lot of movies as of late. I really shouldn't even be on the internet at all. Yeah, Jesus was cooking them. Jesus was cooking them. They was real uncomfortable. I remember being a kid, there was a comedian who was like, wait till my father gets a load of you. There was some comedian when I was a kid talking about how Jesus was going to go tell his father and everybody was going to get in trouble. What do I tell my dad? But that's like a real space. Lakeith Stansfield. Yeah. He's getting pretty popular as an actor. Was he in what was that movie that Lakeith wasn't Lakeith in the Tyrone movie, Clone Tyrone? If I'm not mistaken, that movie blew my mind. I watched that movie in Atlanta on the sofa of my baby brother, honey, over the summer. And I was like, I literally was just sitting on that sofa like, I bet you that it's a factory under East Point. You're not going to keep my mind from being expansive in that capacity. Like, I was just sitting there like, oh my God, I know it is some madness in this city. They done cooked this movie up and they showing it to us. And this chicken that everybody is laughing and eating. Whew. We were talking about God and manifestation. That's really where this conversation is supposed to go. And I know that in our joining of each other, I have to tell you several things. Number one, part of the reason why I play music is based on the light that I have in music. Right. I bet you it is. It's a lot of books that people don't pay attention to. And I mean, to be honest with you, it goes with that whole space of where we are. It's like, you know, the stone that the builder refused, right? That's some Bob shit. Philemon is the shortest book in the Bible, and the story is so profound. It defines the essence of how we should treat one another. I have never heard of that book. I've never heard of that book. But I definitely know this. I think part of what we are to learn from this particular instance in our current state of doing here in the good Americas is based on a reality that is in line with the idea of treatment of each other. And there are a lot of people who are of brown skin or darker skin who won't agree with me. I saw, this might be weird, but I'll tell you anyway. I was on TikTok talking about, or I actually posted it on Instagram as well. But TikTok, I posted this video of these folks on this porch, on a porch, dancing and kicking it, and on the East Coast. And I'm like, I want to party with everybody. And black people drug my ass up and down TikTok. Like, I don't even, like, all of the mean things that black people have had said to us, we were saying to others. Like, we don't want them here. And I was thinking to myself, why are you recycling oppression? Like, how we treat each other. It's a real thing. How we, humanity. Like, people like, why you defending white people? And I'm like, because I'm not the one that has to deal with the consequences. I'm like, you treat me well, I treat you well, we're transparent. Why would I be mean to you until I've garnered the proof that says that I should be mean to you? Now, if you come out and show me, or if I get a very intuitive, because I have that, if I get the idea that you might not be so friendly to my people, then I'm going in. But if you've done nothing to me, and we're on the same page, and I feel like we gel well together, I don't give a damn who you are in terms of race. But some black people have been so mean, and I'm like, I know being who I think we are, because we could have conversation about folks who don't believe that we're the original people. I don't care what you think about it. But I'm like, when black people start acting mean and unforgiving and ridiculously like selfish and self-centered and things, that we are all fucked. Literally. I'm like, when we take on the energy of the oppressor, the comments, dude, you were with me. Okay. I was like, God damn. Like, can you afford to be this mean? I was like, this is ridiculous. I'm like, you are taking all the energy that has been used on you, and recycling it. You're not gonna have. I'm not gonna be a part of this. I was blown. I talked about it on here. There's a video here. I talked about it on. I didn't do I recorded a rebuttal video, and I talked about it. I think I did post it here on YouTube, and I did like a short, but I did not post it anywhere else, because I was like, I had to go somewhere and like regain my sense, because I was like, I was not expecting for black people to be so mean to me about like music and partying. And I know it's gentrification, right? And I understood the idea that they taking our houses and our taxes is going up and white people just taking everything. We don't want them here. I was like, damn. All I'm trying to do is have a good time with a diverse group of people that I can share energy with, who understand my taste in music. And that is the reason why at that time, I loved going to New York and partying with those people, because it was such a vibe, and they drug my ass on TikTok. And I was like, I don't think God favors you for being the same kind of mean. I would rather, and I'm bossing up for 2026, and I'm not going to be mean, but if my aggressive, firm stance comes off to you as being mean, then you just gonna have to deal with my firmness. And I've already started it. I really started it during my birthday, when I was just like, oh, you're not gonna talk to me any kind of way. Oh, I need you to do this, this, and this. If you can't do this, this, and this, then there's no need for us to continue to fuck about. And those types of things. Like, this is supposed to be a strong year for the Libras. And if I'm not mistaken, Leah is a Libra, and so is Scroll, and so is Fathom DJ. Like, this is not the year for us to be like just fucking about It's really not the year for any of us to be fucking about. But specifically based on the astrological reading that I had, they like, Libra, don't let these people roll on you. This is not the year to get rolled on. It's not the year for you to play games with people because it's a powerful year. And I know that it is for me because I had a bunch of sevens pop up this year. It's a lot of sevens for me. And I've had like September, October was just like rah for me. September was like a soft pedal as always. Like I soft pedal in September. October is always a very powerful month for me. November, semi-powerful. December is getting powerful. I had to hurt somebody's feelings. And I was like, I do it in the name of Jesus. I'm like, I'm gonna let you have it. And either you gonna get it together or you not. Some people can't live without chaos. Yeah. I mean, because we have endured chaos. I know a bunch of dramatic people. They're like, oh, I just don't know what to do if something crazy isn't happening. Something crazy has to happen. I don't feel right if it's just so peaceful. Something's wrong in the world. But having said that, I just want to make sure that you believe. I mean, we don't have to all share the same understanding about everything in the world, because that would be boring if we all were like, yeah, I believe that too. Yeah, I love this kind of music only too. Yeah, we just got so much all the time. Yeah. That would not make for diversity at all. But from the standpoint of us using the power of our mind to be able to bring forth what we need to see for 2026, it's up for me. And I want to be around people who feel that way. I want people to be like, yo, here's this. Did I introduce it to my friend? They own blah, 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 blah. You would be a great fit for this project. Hey, are we building or not? Like, that's one of the orders for Lux Listenings. I'm like, yo, every gig that comes across my docket that I create, it may not be a gig for me, or it might be a gig for someone else. If I get it and we work out the terms, then it's yours. That is one of the orders of employment, most certainly, that I can provide, but it's also under the guise of who we are to each other in our collaborative spaces, what we can do for each other. Amma and I have a testimony in that particular capacity where it's like, Amma makes amazing food. That's not the only thing that she does. She's amazing. But in addition to all the other wonderful things that Amma does, she makes amazing food. And I'm like, girl, if we don't collaborate, because I have this multi-layered mission, and I'm like, if we can collaborate to bring people into these spaces that I'm in that don't have food, I don't know. I think it was a timing thing, but I'm like, let's work together. And we did our first pop-up together last month. It was the fourth Friday of last month that we did it. And boom, we're doing January, the fourth Friday in January. Right. It's never the third Friday because I have Lakeview. The fourth Friday of January. And we're building the steam for these pop-up events that we're doing and adding some people to it. We have one on January 23rd with Copan Vodka at Miyagi Restaurant. I mean Miyagi Restaurant. Ooh, I'm pushing it. Miyagi Record Store, collaborating with a newer, not a newer DJ, but he's a music lover, avid music lover, and he has been pushing himself to occupy the DJ space. We have these events every fourth Friday at Miyagi Records. This is the third one we had in November. We're not having it this month because of Christmas, but we'll be back January 23rd at Miyagi Records for that. And Ama's is chefing, honey. I just literally finished eating the food that she prepared from Thursday. Great African cuisine. Period. We are collaborating. Everyone needs to stop with the competition, division, and start collaborating. Unity. You know, this is the hard thing, and this might sound like a contradiction based on the things that I said earlier. You can't work with everybody. That's a real business space. You know, you can't work with everyone. Everyone is not supposed to be an entrepreneur. Everyone is not supposed to be successful based on whatever the standards of success might be. In a grander scheme, I'm not saying that God cannot be good to people entirely, but it's a tall order to try to organize everybody. And I'm not saying we are a collaborative, cooperative society, never competitive. But like somewhere in the midst of that, it happens. I'm not unrealistic about the fact that if you watch sports, and this is probably not the best example ever, but if you watch sports and you start looking at things from their angles, you end up in competition. You got people on the playing field who, from a DJ standpoint, especially now that video is so big and everybody's looking to some notoriety and acknowledgement. You got all of these people having pissing contests on Facebook. We do need cookies from you, Leah. That's a conversation that we have to have. We do need desserts. I'm sure that there's a pairing for these particular spirits that would probably go really well with desserts. So that is a conversation that we have to have. From a collaborative standpoint, we should be attempting to create successful collaborations. I have been in the collaboration space unintentionally for forever. Now I'm being specific and intentional and choosing and flourishing and executing and getting my confidence up and asserting myself differently from behind the scenes. And yeah, that's me just making decisions with specificity. Like, hey, you just can't go back to Chicago and just anchor down and be what you were before you left. You've grown. You have to go and assert yourself differently. And it's been an uphill battle. I'm not tripping about it because we have such a different culture of people here. And I'm not saying that those people weren't in Atlanta, but we have a real interesting mentality here that has to be fought. And my fight is different now because I know what I experienced and I know the levels of variance that live in Atlanta, and the entrepreneurship spirit has been different in Atlanta, and it's a real blue collar mentality group of people. And I know that's probably wrong to say. There's a very working force, very very one lane, one way of thinking type of people here in Chicago. And that way is dying. Oh, I just want the house and the picket fence and the 2-car garage with the 2 kids and the dog. That way of living is changing. It's changed a lot. But there are a lot of people who are just like, you're just supposed to get a job. And you're just supposed to have one job for forever. And that's what you're supposed to do until the end of your life. That's not how this works anymore. It hasn't worked like that for me specifically for a long time. And that's part of the reason why we're having this conversation of manifestation while I unknot my necklace that's very thin and tedious. Because if you hang around a bunch of people who don't believe that God is good, you hang around a bunch of people who are not kicking in and supporting you, you got a bunch of negative energy around you, it's going to make it very hard for you. And unfortunately, it's what we have experienced in a lot of ways. Somebody said something to me shortly after I met them, and I was like, every time things get a little wonky, I'm always reminding them, I'm like, I remember what you said. I'm going to hold you to it. Because I'm like, if we thriving, we thriving. Or we're not. And strategic thinking and planning and execution and how we get things done is the way to thrive. Holding each other accountable is the way to thrive and grow. You know, referring people, making connectivity, not being afraid. Like, social media will have you being insecure. Like sitting there like, oh God, I can't believe they got that. I didn't get that. Why I didn't get it? God ain't blessing me. What is going on? What am I doing wrong? Oh my God, I can't believe dude just got this, and this, and I didn't get that. What, they think they better than me? Like, woo, you got to be careful with the internet. And every time I start to feel that way, because I think it's very human to have that based on the manipulation of these spaces. Every time I feel that way, I get my ass off the internet and I go and create something. I don't care if it's content, if it's a video, if it's graphics, if it's voiceovers, if it's a painting, if it's something. I get my ass up and I find something creative to do with myself. A mix, listen to music, whatever it is. And it keeps me from those dark spaces. So let's see how much time we've spent together. I'm so glad we had this time. I think we started off around like 9-ish. It's almost, that's crazy how much time has already passed. What I want to say to you is I appreciate you. I want to say that I'm always grateful to share space. I have to play a song because the format of this is supposed to be all talk with like a little bit of a break. It's very difficult to want to play music because the music that they want you to play here it can be copyrighted and I might get blocked. I'm going to play God Gave Me Feet for Dancing by Ezra Collective. It's one of my favorites. Inhale, exhale, give the glory to those on high.
Birds flying high.
Yasmin Lacey's voice is amazing to me.
People outside.
It's got a little Caribbean bass line, horns.
to get me started.
Hey,
Soon to get me started.
come on.
Got to get me started.
And us conversation.
Give me baseline, give me dollar wine. God gave me feet for dancing, and that's exactly what I do. Give me high life, give me good times. God gave me feet for dancing.
Yeah.
Time and waiting. It's a rhythm that you play. Don't let it go. Be ready when tomorrow comes.
Hey.
When tomorrow comes, take the hands of the ones that you love. When the highlight comes, together we'll dance as one. Give me baseline, give me dollar wine. God gave me feet for dancing, and that's exactly what I'll do. Give me high life, give me good times. God gave me feet for dancing.
La da 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 la da 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 la da 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 da.
So here we are, identical strangers, and we move the same way, and let the music change us. Birds fly, and it's got me started. Now I've got mine. That's got me started. Got me started. God gave me feet for dancing. 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 Give me baseline, give me dollar wine. God gave me feet for dancing, and that's exactly what I'll do. Give me high life, give me good times. God gave me feet for dancing. Give me baseline, give me dollar wine. God gave me feet for dancing, and that's exactly what I'll do. Give me high life, give me good times. God gave me feet for dancing.
Woo! Sometimes you got to get up and shake. I'm not going to hold you. Stop it. Stop it. We don't want to overdo that. It is 11:31 here in the city of Chicago. Yeah. And of course, I have the daunting task. Yes. Rob. This week might be a little tasking for me. I'd like to get on the calendar with you for, I don't really do Christmas like everybody does Christmas. I don't really do holidays like that. I do participate in the economics, but from a standpoint of being like super traditional about what happens for Christmas, I'm not really big on that. But I'm looking at my calendar, pardon me. If we could have a conversation, I'm assuming that everybody else is going to be chilling on Christmas. Sometime next week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So what's happening is I've accepted a change in my schedule as it pertains to NAFC. Of course, you may remember that I was doing NAFC bi-weekly on Thursdays almost for the entire summer of this past summer. I have accepted a Wednesday residency for NAFC. I am going to be including and factoring in a few other DJs for that. There is Rob. I'm not sure if we've had this conversation. If you go to Spotify, there is a collection of playlists called Sunday's Tastings. Sunday's Tastings is a curation and compilation of playlists that are kind of the inspiration for Lux Listenings. Not exclusively, but it most certainly is. I made an intention of creating some jazzy soulfulness to pair with this hoodie that I'm wearing. I was intentional about making playlists that would be examples of the type of music that Lux Listenings is interested in, supporting and curating for these venues. When I play music at Bar David, when I've played music at NAFC, part of the vibes that I have been presenting have come from the playlist of Sunday's Tastings. There is a Japanese disco playlist for Sunday's Tastings. There's jazz. There's city pop, which is also jazzy soulfulness. And yeah, so Sunday's Tastings is a extension of what Lux Listenings is and seeks to do with cocktail programming and high-end restaurants and bars. So you're more than welcome to search that. And there are some YouTube podcasts for Sunday's Tastings as well, but it's specifically housed on Spotify and occasionally streamed on Twitch. Let's get something on the calendar for the week of the 21st, if at all possible. Feel free to send me a text message. I do have a meeting with the ladies of Lux for some particular opportunities that I'm pulling together. Of course, you guys know that Mariano's is a residency for me. I'll be there on the third Friday of this month, which is Friday, from 4 p.m. until 8 p.m. If you're interested in making the excursion to Lakeview to join us for that. Oh, congratulations. Coming back to Chicago. Did you guys make it to Chicago for her birthday, or did you decide to stay? I can't remember. I know I didn't see y'all. So I will address her as Dr. Wife. How cool is that? Come on, Nafisa. So yeah, I'll be at Mariano's on Friday. I'm thinking that I will be at NAFC on Wednesday. I have to get on top of that tomorrow. And then there's Wax Vinyl Bar with myself and, it's going to be interesting because I have a 9:00 shoot. I've been filming content. Oh, you stayed home. Good for you. I have a shoot for a client on Saturday for content creation. And then Wax Vinyl Bar is Saturday evening. And of course, I'm assuming that the young Hudson will be back, who is one of my mentees. So yeah, let's try to get something on the calendar, Rob. I'm sorry I'm taking all day. I need to take a nap. It's time. So realistically, Sunday evenings is when we're going to have these and us conversation. My goal is to lock it in somewhere between the hour of, today was like a 9:30. It's really supposed to be like 7:30 or 8. So we don't linger too much and everybody can get, I'm trying to get it down to 2 hours and I'm trying to get it anchored on a particular day. And, if you subscribe, if you've already subscribed, then you get the notifications. If you haven't subscribed, please do me that favor so that when I do go live, getting your hair did. I was going to ask you who did your hair. Actually, Don, because that's one of the, I was just curious about that. Look, she's like, I'm pieced the fuck out. So the bottom line of it is we're going to be convening at least 2 or 3 times. I will have a confirmation for you about Wednesday. I'm assuming tomorrow, in terms of transportation needs. If NAFC is indeed happening, I'm assuming that based on what I'm seeing is that they're getting formatted and everybody's marketing back up and running. So that may indeed be the case for this coming Wednesday, but we do have Mariano's and Wax Vinyl Bar for this week. In addition to the fact that we have a meeting on Tuesday with Darthula. Yeah, I can't overwhelm myself this week. They told me not to. Yeah. I'm trying to listen. I really am trying not to, because I was like, oh, whatever it is, it has to happen. It's got to happen Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And then I'm like, wait a minute. Friday is already doing what Friday does. Saturday has 2 things happening on it that I have to be present for. Tuesday has 2 things happening. I don't want to overwhelm myself. Having said that, I'm sending you cosmic kisses and well wishes today to your day, and most certainly your week. Is almost 12 o'clock, which is like we spent the old day and the new day a bit together. Manifest. I was told recently that when you close your eyes tonight before you go to sleep, think about the things that you want. That's probably going to require you to not scroll. I know what I get caught up doing sometimes. But close your eyes and talk to your maker if you believe in a higher power, if you believe in the universe, if you believe that God is good and that God is working through regardless of the challenges that we have, then God is going to be good to you. In all the ways and all the craziness, I have seen a level of consistency in everything that I do that says that nothing but amazing things are coming. I told my mother a bunch of things today and she was like, you did say that and let's see what happens. Like, her levels of optimism are so high. They're exactly where I need them to be. And when God proves and shows what I asked for and what I share with her today in 2026, it is going to be such an amazing story that I plan on sharing with the people who believe, and I pray that you believe. Anyway, I'm going to play one more song and then we out of here. If you're with me, you with me. If you are not, don't be afraid. This is kind of groovy, kind of jazzy, kind of... Don't Be Afraid by Sky's the Limit. I'm sending you cosmic kisses and well wishes to your Monday. This will be the final and us conversation for today. We're going to do this every Sunday. Hey! Come on. We've got to try the sky. Lakumi.
Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. No, don't be afraid.
220 Wine and Spirits. I must give some energy to 220 Wine and Spirits. We have a conglomerate of black spirit brands. Love, Copan, Turnabonnet, Cashmere Lux. Yeah. A J-Boo Catering, Ubuntu Institute. Ubuntu. Lord have mercy, I'm out of it. I'm sleepy. Demi Tours, all the things for Amma Johnson. We gotta get them links popping.
You got to give what it takes. There can be no half step in your heart. You got to give what it takes. Smoking that stuff, people.
I can't believe it's taking me forever to get this knot out of my necklace.
They're smoking that stuff, off in Wonderland. They don't know. Somewhere, they don't know. Somewhere distant. Moving too fast. Right on. Going on down. Got to tell you, slow it down. Slow it down, player. Slow it down. Right on. You're moving too fast. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid.
I think this is a wonderful song for 2026. I do. Action and faith, honey. Don't be afraid.
Don't be afraid. No, don't be afraid.
Once again, let me stop this because I get carried away and start a Sunday's Tastings episode, and that's not what's supposed to happen. I'm sending you cosmic kisses and well wishes to your day and most certainly week. It's Fathom DJ. We call this an us conversation where we discuss things that evolve and revolve around us. And when I say us, it could be black people, colored people, brown people, could be white people. But the bottom line of it is if you see yourself as us in any capacity, then this conversation is for you. All right, so cosmic kisses again, and whoever needs to text message or communicate with me about anything, you have the numbers, please. Good night. Don't be afraid.